Hey, hey, hey. It's a Monday afternoon on that big social boom. And it's Labor Day, right? So a lot of you are probably manning the grill, doing your thing. I just cut the grass, did my labor thing. And I'm on here today, and we're here to promote a gentleman tonight. But before I get into all of that, man, I hope you had a fantastic weekend. It's still not over, right? We're extending into Monday. As you know, tomorrow being Tuesday, that'll be your Monday. With that said, had a great time. Drove 5.5 hours to Greensboro, North Carolina. Guilford College Quakers, 21. Greensboro College 7. What an outstanding game. Great cause for their canned food ministries within the immediate area in Greensboro. Tremendous. A lot of folks were at the game. It was a very nice game. We were worried a little bit. It was 7-0, and then second half still 7-0, or second quarter, and then all of a sudden we're tied at halftime at 7. And then the Quakers did their thing and took care of business. I have to give my shout outs to the Quakers. The defensive unit gets an A minus. Offensive unit, you get a B plus. But man, that was the first game, so I know it's only going to get better. Now, why are we here today? Man, let me tell you why we're here. I cannot wait for this evening. This is going to be a lot of fun. And when I talk about people that are givers, right? You hear the word go getter, but the guy I like to talk about, right? Boom, right there he is, Ron Goodwin, Mr. Go Giver. Goodwin Graphics. Now understand, he's a pretty good looking guy there, right? Pointing the finger. They're about like 20 miles south of Boston, and Run is about as Boston as you can get, my man. If you're talking Celtics, if you're talking Sox, if you're talking Patriots, look out. I mean, he's going to get into it. But the one thing, I got a little collage here I like to put together. You know, we all start somewhere. And this was probably the best thing Ron did right here, right? And that's his lovely bride there, Mary. And I won't get into how many moons ago that was, but Ron's quite the character. He has a great business in Goodwin Graphics, and I always like to say that Ron kind of creates a personalized approach for any social gathering, whether it's a family reunion, a wedding, baptism. You want to make a fashion statement out there in the world today, and he creates the appropriate marketing atmosphere for businesses as well. And you can go on his website, and we'll get into that later this evening. But this is what I love about Ron. He's always creative, right? Walking tall, Ron. Look at that, man. I'd like to see that flick. That's pretty awesome. But when we talk about giver, right? So check this out. Thanks to Grant and Stanley, 429 more pairs of new socks, and I'll probably ask Ron about this, are on their way to Father Bill's in Quincy. Tremendous. He didn't have to do it, but this is something he did here, right? That's beautiful. And there's the man himself, you know, running down a dream, or chasing the dream, as I like to kiddingly say there. Look at that young lad there, in some sort of race. I'll have to ask him. And here's the man himself on his boat, the commander, right? The commandant of the USS Goodwin there, looking good. And I think you need to have Ruby in that picture with you there, Ron. That would be awesome. Here's another one, right? Cohasset 250 community cornerstones. Look who's on there, man. Guys, he's everywhere. And, this is why I like Ron. And, he's a family guy. Look at that. Family and friends. Beautiful. And again, I'll end with this one. Hey, Ron, this is the best decision you made. You married Mary right here, who's a nurse. Very nice lady. I can just tell my sister's a nurse. So I applaud you, my friend. And I know you're probably watching this. Maybe you don't want to come on. That's okay if you guys are doing other things. But this evening, all right, why are we here? At 5 p.m., we're going to have a little fun. We're going to do something a little bit different here on Elevate Your Profits. And, we're going to get into, what Run's about, what makes him tick. And, he's all about gratitude. He's all about helping people. And, let me move over here to this realm. And Nothing personal, Mary. Just going to get my mug on the screen here. Anyway, that's why we're here. And I think it's going to be kind of fun to hear Run's side of the fence or the spectrum, because we all started from somewhere. And that's what we're going to talk to Run about, where he started from, how he started his business, the successes and the learning curve. I won't call them failures or, trials, tribulations, and all that. I won't get into all that, but Ron's going to share his story. And he's just a guy that quietly goes out there and does his thing. He's what I'd classify as an everyday common hero that's out there doing his thing, and he's trying to help people. That's the beauty of it. So, I'll share this. There it is. So turn on your notifications and join myself, Tom Ginn, and Ron, and maybe we may even catch Ron at the grill, man. But Ron wants me to make sure this is like real and raw, so we can get into that and have a good time. But Ron's a lot of fun. He's got a quick wit, and he truly is a go-giver. So if you missed it, if you're hopping on board, if anybody's out there, I'll just go through this real quick. And this is the guy I'm talking about right here. Tom Ginn, there he is, my cohort in crime. He'll be with me at 5 p.m. We're going to do something a little bit different, but that's the guy. And it's Goodwin graphic time, and we may talk about how he does walk tall out there in the real world, right? And then, we'll talk about some of the things he does on the side, how he gives back. He is successful. I do want to know about this one, Ron, so you got to share with us, what race that was. Was that the Boston Marathon, man? Since you're up there, I'm just teasing. And then, the USS Goodwin, look at him. The commander, the commandant of the USS Goodwin fleet there. And then there he is again, pointing, He's always got something wild. Now, here's something I do want to share, and this is where Run comes from. And you got to understand this. And I get it. Never forget those who helped you on your way up. Okay, the picture is, bar none, explains exactly what we're talking about. It doesn't even have to have that verbiage there. It says it all. Somebody helped you, whoever you are out there, to get where you're at. Whether it was a parent, a mentor, friend, business associate, your priest, your rabbi, your minister, somebody helped you. And Ron, forgive me. I know that's Kareem, and he's a Laker, but I mean, I love this. There you got the young Kareem and the coach himself, John Wooden, on the left, and then there you go on the right. Now, Coach Wooden has since left this planet, but Kareem, what a great guy, and there he is with his mentor. So I think that's cool, and that's what Ron's all about, and then I'll pull this up. There he is, family and friends, and hey, I'm going to share this again. That's the smartest thing you did, Ron. We can get into that, and I don't think Mary will disagree there, So there's always a silent partner, and that's probably Mary, making sure you do what you're supposed to do out there, along with Ruby. But I do want you to talk to me about this one. This is kind of cool, I love that, with that big stick. You look like Teddy Roosevelt, because I always liked him. So that's kind of cool. So again, everybody, and I'm just going to stick your picture up here, Ron, because this is you in action. What we're going to do, 5 p.m. EYP. What is that? Elevate your profits. We're going to talk about how Ron has elevated his profits, and not just in the sense of dollars and cents or in a monetary fashion. There are other ways you can elevate your profits. So we'll get into all that and how I feel that Ron's probably one of the predominant go-givers that I know out there within my network, but he quietly does it. He just goes about his business. So, Ron, we will see you this evening, 5 p.m. I'm looking forward to it. I hope everybody can join us. It's not going to be that long. We're not going to be long winded, but I did want to promote this. And, you know, another thing, Ron, you're going to have to tell me about that, where that is on the lake there and what you're doing. So, hey, you don't have a life vest on there either, my man. But there it is scrolling underneath. Run Goodwin this evening, Monday the 6th, on this Labor Day, 5 p.m. Be here, join us, let's have a good time, and we'll talk about Ron, his business, his family, his friends. We'll even talk about the cuisine he probably had today. I know he's the master griller. He gets on the grill, and if you ever go on Facebook or Instagram, you'll see some of his fine looking cuisine that he displays. He always shows it for me at the inappropriate times, like 4:30, 5. Right when it's the dinner bell's ringing inside my stomach. But what I also want to share with you here about Run is he says, together we can help you create the right appearance and bring greater success to the business you've worked so hard to build. And that's what he's about, man. And that's why he's a go giver. So we'll see you 5 p.m. tonight, this evening. And just so you know who we're talking about, and if you don't, you've been living under a rock. There he is, putting out the word. That's my man right there, Ron Goodwin. So everybody, enjoy the rest of your day and join us. Just hop on, say hello, and go back to grilling or do whatever you got to do and take care of business. We'll see you this evening, 5 p.m. Talk to you later.